Okay, so I am doing an exercise to stretch myself in channeling. So my intention is to get some spiritual inspiration. So I have these slips of paper and they all have different words on them. So I'm going to plop them in my handy dandy cup. Alright, so before I begin, even though I've meditated and I have protected myself, um, make sure no energy that is not mine. It's a little for you. And cleared. I'm gonna like that good. There we go. Welcoming in high vibrational music. I said music. Wow. I've been singing and dancing today, so music has been on my mind. Trying to learn how to trance dance, so or trying to trance dance. I don't think it's learned. I think I probably can and have, and just don't realize it. Um, but anyway, honing. So, all right. So, all right. What shall I? If you can't read my handwriting, it's faith. So let's just see what spirit wants me to say about faith. Um, Today I got a letter in the mail about some support I was waiting on for my son. So, for those of you who maybe haven't been following me for a while, my at least one of my sons is autistic. He's mild to moderate with a speech delay and sensory processing disorder. He has several therapies. He just got out of physical therapy, but he has speech, occupational therapy, and ABA therapy, um, which ABA by itself, even with my insurance, is like $300 a day, and he has to go 3 days a week. So, and it was funny when they sent me the quote of how much it was going to be. I said, "Oh snap! I'm not a drug dealer." And even being a single mom, I have a good job, and even with just my income by myself, I make too much money to get any assistance of any kind. I just make too much money. Um, I guess it's a good problem to have, but I still need help. And so I applied for Katie Beckett, and I started applying earlier this year. Hold on. As always, I'm multitasking. Okay, so, and I'm sorry, I just took my glasses off, and I probably need to drink some water, so my eyeballs are bothering me. Um, so if they get closed, I'm not ignoring you. I just need to close my eyes. So, like I said, therapy expensive. Katie Beckett and I live in Georgia, so Katie Beckett is, from what I've heard, really, you know, like those, what kind of sacrifices do you need to make to get it approved kind of things. Yeah. Have faith. That's what I had to have. My son still needed the therapy, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Um, I just set something up for biweekly payments and some payments for the other. I just had payments going everywhere, payments coming off credit cards, just payments. I'm wondering, when is it going to be approved? Not if, but when. Every time I submit the paperwork, one other detail was wrong. This one other thing was missing. And so, between that and some other things that Spirit was and is still guiding me towards, and I was just like, I needed financial, like a windfall. I just needed some support, and the awareness that the divine is always aware of what we need, and resonating with the energy of abundance. And it's so funny because I had made somebody else, I had given out money oil to the homeless, and then I gave some to a friend. And I was like, just let me know if this works. And it was so funny because I made her money oil and a candle. And the night I was making it and praying over it, she got a check in the mail. But guess who had not used their own money oil? So when she told me that she had stopped using the oil, started using it again, and got another check for like $200 or something like that in the mail randomly, like some settlement check she wasn't expecting. And I was just like, I gotta start using my own stuff. It's like I had faith in it for other people, but not in it for myself. So I didn't give up. I kept pushing. I said my prayers every morning. still say my prayers every morning. Every time I got guided to do something that pushed me, that frightened me, there's still one thing I still haven't done, but the other stuff like doing readings in public and things like that, I've been doing those things. I walk past my money altar and I shake my money jar and I say my mantras on the way out the door. I give when I can. And the other day, I got a call that my son's benefit was approved. She said they were going to go back 3 months. Wasn't sure, how that would work if I get the money back that I had already spent, but she said they were going to go back, 3 months, ask for 3 months. They gave me back all the way to January. I wasn't expecting that. And I can only imagine if I had just given up, because it was a lot. Like, people who have applied for Katie Beckett can vouch for this. It was just every single time. Like, what am I gonna do? And it was frustrating. I was like, this thing was coming up, this thing was coming up, and I was just like, rent's going up $200, and light bill may or may not go up. Light bill has been creeping. I don't get a bill like right now per se, but how much I've been putting on my prepaid account has been just going up little by little. And I'm just been like, it's gonna be fine. So then my son's benefit is approved. We get our merit increase soon. People have been, reaching out to book a reading. And I'm like, I've got the ebook series, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I just got faith that it's going to end up in the right person's hands, and it's going to be like that moment, that moment is going to be in the right person's hand, and it's going to be like, oh snap, this is why I did this. Even when I do readings, there's this nervousness before I get started. And it's not like, shouts out to everyone who's gotten a reading, especially if I made you cry, my bad. My bad, but I will say that having someone cry as confirmation, they'll say I have never said anything that's like blatantly sad. It's just that my intention is always to just give you that confirmation that you need. That confirmation that your own intuition has been right this entire time. You just needed to have faith in yourself. So, me having faith in myself lets me give the same thing to everyone else. So what is faith? Faith is, you know what you know, even if somebody else doesn't know it. Everybody's journey, walk, sojourn, ascension is different. Everybody just it's not going to be the same. Faith is knowing that your walk is yours and it is taking you to your higher self, just like mine walk is mine. Going down the path, even if you can't see the end goal, believing in the impossible, praying for that wild and outlandish thing, and knowing that it's yours, regardless of what anybody else says. If you see it, then in some place, space, time, it already exists for you. It's just simply a matter of moving yourself into its same vibration so that you can also experience it in the here and now. Having faith is tough. Sometimes you have to make decisions that people don't understand because they don't seem logical. Like quitting your job to chase a dream. But knowing the moment you take that step, like something amazing is gonna like unfold. Faith is being patient. Knowing that some things take time to come about. And believing that it's going to come in divine timing. Faith is taking your hand and placing it in God's hand and just walking. Not asking where you're going, just going. Faith is seeing God in everything. Every good, every seemingly bad, seeing the design. And a lot of times we can't see it in a moment. It's not until after the fact when we see the synchronicity and how the dominoes fall so perfectly aligned, and you understand why that time you had to hear that no, and you understand why that time you had to go and leave and don't run away. Don't run away from your journey. Don't run away from your path when it seems hard. When it seems like no one supports you. Know that God always supports you. Know that your angels always support you. Know that your higher self always supports you. Your guardians always support you. Your ancestors always support you. Even when you feel like you've gone the wrong way, they'll help you go the right way. If you just simply have faith, you simply just believe in the unseen. And know that you'll see it all really soon. Take time to talk with your higher self. Connect with the true essence of who you are, your inner being, your light. Release yourself from all this density just a few minutes every day. And having faith is not always about being serious. I spend a very good amount of my time sitting in front of my altar laughing. My higher self sometimes she's with the shits. I think sometimes it's just to make me laugh. Be kind to yourself. As you're still learning, growing, and evolving. So always be kind to yourself as you move through your personal journey. And don't compare it to anybody else's. You have to have faith that your walk is yours. You have to have faith that your walk is yours. And that you're going the right way. I know when I'm going the right way when I make somebody smile. I know I'm going the right way when someone says that is exactly what they needed to hear today. My hope is this was exactly what somebody needed to hear today. Sorry for crying. Y'all know I probably should have said, sorry, I was looking at something. Somebody needs to hear take care of your mothers. The ones not here. Your fathers too. I'm really close. Something about the truth. What was that truth? Hold on. Yeah, that was truth. We have full moon coming up, and it's in my sun sign. So words. Can we pause for the cause and talk about the texture of my locks one time? I'm sorry, I'm easily distracted. Thank y'all for listening. I know I wasn't going to do any more YouTube videos, but I had to let this one go as long as it needed to, and IGTV videos will only let me do 15 minutes. So 15 minutes of this I am going to put on IG, and then, you know, if you're watching on YouTube, you've gotten the whole thing. So there you have it. If you're at a crossroads in your own faith and you just maybe need to know, not necessarily which way to go, but you just need to talk it out. You know, you can go see what service you feel like I have that will, you know, support you. If you don't know, you can. There's a 15-minute free consultation. Things that I don't do. Let's go ahead and just. I feel like I'm wafting enough now. No, I'm not bringing somebody back to you. I'm not even bringing somebody back to me. I think that I know free will is important. So, divine timing. If it's supposed to be, it will be. And I won't lie, there have been plenty of times, especially recently, especially knowing I'm gifted, that I wondered. And I was like, I'm not doing it. I don't want love that way. And you shouldn't either. I want love that comes to me organically. That's what I have faith in. That I'm my divine counterpart. And even if I have to, there's somebody in the middle, you know? My love journey is divine. My love journey is itself divine. Each and every person I love, have loved, will love, all plays a part in my soul story. And I play a part in theirs. So no, I'm not doing any of that. If anyone has come to me for a love reading, they'll tell you that I'll say, why don't you ask what your part is to play? Because I'm not going to read the other person. I'm just not. I'm not going to read them. But I will tell you what your energy is in the situation and how you can walk in your highest good as it relates to that energy. That I will do. And even then, if I sometimes I'm not necessarily consciously reading someone, sometimes some of you just waft. Like I can feel what you really should be asking me. And it's like I've had people come to me and I'm just like, you shouldn't be asking me that. You should be asking me about you and only you and nothing but you. So just know that if you book a reading with me and that comes up, I'm picking something up, whether I'm trying to or not. I'm picking up something, and I just want to help. You can accept it or not, but no. The other thing, I'm not going to do that ever. Like ever. Just don't ask. I'm not ever going to do it. Ever. I don't know why I had to say that, but apparently I needed to say it. So there we go. Is there anything else? No. Okay. So thank y'all for letting me do my homework. Do my little exercise here. I hope that you appreciated it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Comment and let me know. Um, Need something, website link is either if you're YouTube description box, um, and Instagram the link is in the bio. Otherwise, I hope y'all have a great one. I will get that podcast for the full moon reading. Yeah, I'll do that before I go to bed, so it should be up in the morning. Yeah, I'll have it up in the morning. Okay, good night.